The question is it realistic for you to ask or expect your contractor to be on site every single day, every hour of the day? And my personal view is no. It's not a realistic expectation, right? In most instances, or in a lot of instances, I see where people, because they're now paying somebody to do something, they believe that the person is at their mercy. People, sometimes I think that they're actually hiring site foremen on their projects, right? Site foremen on their project instead of actual contractors, right? Because this is why I say that somebody will hire somebody or quote unquote a contractor to come on their site to do work or to do work, and that person is there and they're involved in every single thing. Every single day they show up on site and they're doing the work while the workmen are there. They're supervising every single thing every single day. That's not really the contractor, that's really a foreman, a site foreman, or a construction site supervisor, right? So the site supervisor is the person that you would more likely see on site every single day, because he's there to monitor the work every single day to make sure that things are actually being executed according to the plans. So this is what Sash, I don't know what that name is. Sash Wallace 4911. This person was asking how much do I charge per square feet, and this is based on a project that we posted. Now the project has been completed by a contractor, and they actually did a really good job for that project. So of course our team would have been the designers, and they actually executed that project, and we did a walkthrough, right, to show what the finished product looked like. So she was asking what is the cost per square feet. Now I personally don't come on here to say, cost per square feet is this. I normally sit with people and understand their project before I can provide a cost to them, right? Now the response for this is somebody was saying, AJAWI, we just want to know what it really costs in Jamaica, from you or anyone else. You have to understand this when you're coming back as a returning resident. Different professionals charge different things, and even the same group of professionals will charge you different. Meaning, you may go to one architect and get one price, and go to another architect and get another price. It's not an apples to apples thing when you're requesting quotations, especially based on the level of detail that you want, and especially if you're looking at architectural designers, draftsmen, engineering. So the engineers will have different costs. I remember I was on a site, and the plumber was just this horrible plumber, where you can't get him show up when him feel like, him come and is like, today him say I do something and tomorrow him just disappear. Or you go there 3 days in a row, you see him, and all of a sudden him show up at the something, because he's all over the place. I never really pay him no mind. I talk to the contractor, because me not really business with the workers I do. And the contractor me have a problem with. I don't really have anything to say to the workman. The responsibility of the contractor is to make sure that he has a proper and responsible plumber to get the work done. So if that plumber is not doing the work, the contractor, needs to find a plumber to get the work done. The problem is you wanted to have some more control, so you decided to select a plumber yourself. Now that plumber disappeared with money that you paid him already. So you're trying to find him to make sure say him do the work. I only pay the contractor. So if the contractor needs to find another plumber, it doesn't cost me more because I only paid the contractor. And the contractor's responsibility is to make sure that the work is done and done according to design, according to standard, in whatever way he wants to get it done. Now here's the thing. Remember you said that you're paying the contractor exponentially. That's the thing. If the contractor has to find 3 different plumbers, it doesn't cost me more because I would have paid the contractor to get the work done. I didn't pay the contractor to find workers. I paid the contractor to deliver a project at a particular price point, at a particular standard. However he wants to get that done is his business. So if you want to hire somebody and pay them a little, and then fire that person to pay somebody else, that's his responsibility, right? It doesn't increase my cost because his responsibility is to make sure that he has the proper team and that the team comes and does the work according to what I want it, right? Which is a finished product that works, right? I hope that helps because you think that you're paying the contractor a high price, but that high price may come with certain responsibilities that falls back on the contractor. So sometimes him fire people from his side, him already paid him already, right? And that is now eating into his profit margin. So him gonna now need to hire back somebody else in place of that person to get the work done. And that cost may be whatever it may be, all right?